want to update what's going on in Ethiopia a little bit, where fighting is continuing to rage and get worse in that country. On the last show, I talked about so we got to go back a little bit here to November of 2020, when the Ethiopian government, alongside the Eritrean army and allied ethnic militias in Ethiopia, went to war against the Tigray fighters. The Tigray is a region of Ethiopia. The Tigrayian people are an ethnic group, and they had a militia and a somewhat autonomous area. The government, along with these fighters, went in and routed the Tigrayian ethnic militia called the Tigray People's Liberation Front, TPLF. And for several months, it seemed the Ethiopian government was in control of the region, although there's reports of war crimes and abuses going on. Just a month or so ago, the Ethiopian government announced it withdrew its troops from the area. The Eritrean troops are gone, and it declared a ceasefire. But it seemed that actually happened because the TPLF was gaining a lot of ground and essentially taking the Tigray area back. Well, the fighting has now expanded beyond Tigray, and it's reported the TPLF seized a town in the Afar area of Ethiopia, and then the ethnic group from that region was then mobilizing to get ready to go, I guess, to fight off those Tigrayan fighters. And then, just more recently, I addressed it on the last show, we had the Tigrayan fighters apparently breach another province and another ethnic group's territory in Ethiopia, this being the Amhara region, and now their youth are mobilizing for fighting against the TPLF. So this isn't, an area I'm as familiar with as Afghanistan necessarily, but I have had in the past on the show U.S. Army Major, former West Point instructor Danny Sherjan on to talk and break down what's happening in Ethiopia. So I feel like I have a pretty good handle on kind of the situation now, where it seems the fighting has spread well beyond Tigray, as the Tigrayans are a powerful ethnic group in Ethiopia and have been able to wage first a counterinsurgency successfully against the Ethiopian army to push them out, but now are looking at, I guess, either punishing the ethnic groups that participated in the fighting against Tigray, or looking to expand their territory and influence in the country. Now all the fighting is going on just between Tigray and other regions, the ethnic groups' armies, the neighboring countries' army, but apparently we now have reports of hundreds of civilians being killed in attacks in Ethiopia's Somali region, and this was reported by the local government in Ethiopia and also the Somali government. They say, I guess, ethnic militias from the Afar government attacked this area, border area with the Somali region of Ethiopia, and that's where all these civilians were killed. I couldn't find a whole lot of reporting going on about this, so I'm not sure if this have been an increasing situation with reprisals, or potentially why these attacks are being carried out. But nonetheless, it seems like violence begets violence in Ethiopia, and what started out as, the government just routing one region and vanquishing one militia group seems to spread to a lot more fighting. They're talking about potential famines in this region. This is the second most populous country in Africa, and so massive fighting and famines could lead to a lot more death than just those unfortunate, scores, hundreds, thousands that end up dead on the battlefield.